Hey, hey, hey. It's me, it's Kennedy, whole single. And I'm just stopping in for a quick video with you all today. Want to first thank all of my subscribers. I love you by the endless. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for sharing and commenting. I do read your comments and I do reply, so thank you so much. And what I've noticed is that there, even in my stats, I noticed that there are more men that watch the show than women. And we need to change that because this really the show is for everyone, men and women, those same singles. But sis, I'm really reaching out to you today because I really want to understand, sis, what are your relationships worth? See, we're gonna cut to the chase this morning because it does. I wanna really get right into it. I had a thought last night about friendship among women. Okay, and I've this one thing is something I've said for years is that when you see all of these conferences for the last maybe 30 years, women thou art loose, and all these they're always geared towards women, women conference, women conference. Just in maybe the last 10 years or so, have I seen more men conferences. Brother, I got your back. I am my brother's keepers. These different things where they're, men are actually getting there bonding with each other. Men bond over basketball. Men bond over football. Men bond at the bar. But women, we're in such competition with each other for these same men that we knock each other down. We put each other down. And that has to stop. I'm always saying, how can we as women expect to have a great relationship with a man when we can't even get along with our own sex, with our own species? We got to do better, ladies. I thought about last night. I had ate some greens, right? My my sis. She ain't even. I don't call her my best friend. That's a term I give. I have another person for that, Aisha. But this one is my sister. I've known her since I was 15 years old. When I was in need, her mother was still here. Her mother would talk to me. Her mother was there like I was her other child. Simple that is, and I have been friends for over 30 something years or so. And when I look back on our relationship, I can smile. I can say with every certainty in my heart that she loves me. And I know that I love her. That's my sis. The thing about it, I don't gotta be around saying every day. I don't have to call her every day. I don't have to be in her midst. But when I call her, she's there. If she calls me, she know it's gonna get what? She can't cry to me. She can't tell me somebody done bothered her. Cause then I be trying to like put on the whole armor of the Lord, and I be really coming out like mud deal with the whole armor of the Lord. But I say this to say, anytime any friction has ever come up in me and Sam's relationship, it was always another woman, another friend that, or another person that was another woman that was around us, whether it be a neighbor or something like that. And they just saw how close me and her was. And the devil don't like it when people bonding and loving. He don't like love. He was cast away because he loved himself more than he loved God. He puffed himself. But we don't have to do that. Me and her, we don't have to puff ourselves up to each other. I know who she is. She know who I am. She know every flaw, everything, that all the bad, the good. But guess what? She has never in this life brought up anything. Can't remember when you used to. Can't remember when you used to. All she'll say to me is, "Sis, I'm proud of you." And you know what? Proud of you. Meaning, I've seen you when you were here. I saw you when you failed. I saw you when you were trying to get up. I saw you when, and so now I see where you are now. And I don't got to remind you of where you were. All I'm going to do is encourage you from where you're at right now. That's what I love about Sam. I thought about those greens because, I said about the greens because Sam had cooked me the greens. Every time Sam cooked, I get to be like a fat rat in a cheese factory. I'm talking about I love her cooking. Always have since we were kids. I mean, back when I 20, 30 years ago, I went to nursing school. I would get out of school and go to Sam's house. And every day, Sam was cooking. Not just for her boy. Her baby was 2 years old or 3 years old, Pune at the time. But she was cooking because her sister is going to school. And her sister, when she got out of school, she needed to eat so she can study, so she can see that. And we were young then, in our early 20s. I mean, this is what sistership does. Now I go off to California and I go off to Florida and I go back and forth. Sometimes we lose touch. But guess what? The power of Facebook and social media, we find each other and we start right back right where we were. With her coming to Florida. Then I came up here. And then guess what? It never stopped. But guess what? We get into a place where someone else sees how harmonious the love is between I and my sister, and they want to nab it. Okay. Want to start little stuff. Want to start little stuff. I'm gonna see, what she said. What did you? And you know, so what we'll do, I back up. I back up till I get out around because I say this. I will never say something out of hurt or something somebody has said to me that I don't even know is true to hurt, say something to my sister and hurt her, or say something to her that I can't take back. To say something that will hurt, that would ruin or put a fracture in our relationship, because the relationship between me and her is worth much more than that. It's worth more than anything some outside entity could bring in to start messing trouble. So that's how we've been friends for 30 something years, because our relationship means more to us than any outside entity could interject their, poison into to try to kill. What is your relationship with your friends, your sisters, double comrades? What is it really worth? A friend of mine, she said in one of her posts, if I call you sis, you understand? Where are we going with that? If I call you, that means you in my heart. That means I see you closer than a friend. We got to do better with each other, sis. We got to we got to do better. This is the thing. We are so fractured and jealous and competing with each other until we bring men into that. Next thing you know, we got some boyfriend and this one don't like it because she by herself. Now she trying to. I seen dude down there at the 7-Eleven talking to Juanita. Trying to throw salt in the game. I ain't finna do that. I'm gonna tell you what though. Now, if I see him down there at the 7-Eleven talking to Juanita, I don't know who Juanita is to him. I may walk by and speak, so he know he seen me, so he need to get to you and tell you something. Or if I seen something that really need to be seen, I'm gonna go get you. Come on, let's go to 7-Eleven right now, right now. I want you to say it, you to look at it, so you can handle it. I'm not going to want to be the one to bring it to you, but I'm not going to let him hurt you either. See, instead of sticking together with each other, we'll down and throw each other away for a man or whatever, a job, for some money. We got to do better. What is your relationship worth with your sister, with your friend? I made a point that it's been a whole month. As a matter of fact, today makes a month since Sam gave me them greens. It was October the 18th because she was coming to help me with an event. Oh, well, she wasn't helping me. I wanted her there. And she gave me the greens. So it's been all really just about a month then since I ate them. I made sure I hurried up. Hey, sis, finally got to my greens. Thank you, sissy. Love you. That's it. Guess what? She must have been in the bed by then because I wake up this morning, it's hard on because she acknowledged it. I had let her know I appreciate you. I appreciate what you did. I appreciate that you cooked them greens however long back you did. But you thought enough of your sister to put a little bowl in the freezer till whenever she get them. These are for her. You understand? She set that aside for me. This is what we do as friends. This is what we do as sisters. She set that aside special for me. What are you setting aside special for your sister? What are you setting aside special for your friend? Huh? Let's take a look at it. Let's be mindful, ladies, that it's not me, Kennedy, Maisha. The only competition I have is myself. I want to do better today than I did yesterday. I want to accomplish more in the next 5 years than I did in the last 5 years. You understand? I want to do more for Christ in the next week than I did for him last week. Okay? This is where I'm going. Let's do better. Let's do better. I really, it saddens my heart sometimes the way I see us move, even in the church. There's cliques. Yeah, I said it and I said it again. There are cliques even in the church. You got this group of people, they might have a little money and they drive really nice. Or you got these over here that they cliquish into their group, because maybe, but see, look at sometimes, it could be age of group. It could be when they join the church. It could be that they have outside interests together other than the church, but draws them closer. So it's not always a clique, but there are some. There are some people that always want to kiss up to certain folks to, be seen or said or whatever. Me myself, I glean from a distance. I can't glean from right up on you. I love my pastor Shay, but I don't be in her face all the time. I know she loved me because when I need her, she don't say text me. She said, "Can you call me right now?" That's love. That's But I don't have to be in her face all the time to for her to recognize me. For her to I'm in the in crowd. I don't have to do that. All I know is that if I need a prayer, if I need somebody to hold my hand while I'm going through something, I know I can go to. I know I can. This is deep because I grew up with boys. I grew up with brothers. And I never really had a lot of girlfriends. But the ones that I have had have been really quality. And I always come back to Kim Adams. I always call her first best friend. She said best friends first. Um, Kamala Muhammad in New York, like this, still to this day, we speak, on Facebook and stuff. Sanquanetta, been to it's just, what are your friendships worth with each other, with your sisters? We got to do better. We got all these conferences that we go into, and we're gonna woman thou art loosed to do what? What are you loosed to do? I love that song. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get on out of here. He said, "Let's just praise the Lord." That's one of my favorites. And then he says, "What is your agenda? What did you come to do?" Love it. What is your agenda in your friendship? What are you there for? Cherish those people. Cherish those relationships. How much are they worth to you that you would just throw them away? What do you do with something you love? You cultivate it. You shine it up. You got that beautiful suit you like to wear. Guess what? You gonna put it in the clean as soon as you get it off, because you don't want no all body oil to stick on there and mess up your fabric. You understand? You take care of it. So let's take care of our friendships. Sis. Anyway, love you guys by the gallons. Peace, love, and fish grease. Why fish grease? Because it's hot.